Carry on. I've been in the background for way too long. I've been in the background for way too long. Now it seems like it can't go wrong. And I'm trying just to bang, a bang, a bang, a bang. 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 I said stop.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Utumisani Tanza and I welcome you back to Body of Work. So today we're going to be reviewing Reece's mixtape called Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory, the mixtape. The general sound of the mixtape is very chilled, very laid back. It's not doing too much, a couple of jazzy samples here and there, and also in Reece's delivery, he doesn't do too much. If you're an Reece fan, from a lyrical standpoint, he literally does what he always does on the projects that he's released thus far. There's nothing crazy or wow in terms of his rapping and how he just delivers in this whole mixtape. Most of these beats are very chilled and his voice sounds like one-toned throughout the project, and sometimes it may make you feel like you are listening to one long extended play when you're listening to the mixtape. I mean, there's some pros and cons to that, but yeah, I don't think that I feel like he didn't have anything to prove with this mixtape. I don't feel like it's gonna, I don't know, catapult him into what he is already in the industry, in the music industry, in the rap game. As an Reece fan, there are a few positives, or a couple of positives actually, that I take from this mixtape, but it's nothing that is gonna make Reece more than what he is now. We might argue that it's just a mixtape and not an actual album, but I mean, music released is music released. Mark 1535 opens up with this jazzy sample and very introspective lyrics from Reece, talking about some of the not so good things that has happened in his life, like his brother getting shot and his friend losing his cousin. So he's talking about all of those things in this opening track, which is jazz fueled sample, and it flows through to Hibachi, which sounds like it has this sample very slowed down, Fancy by Drake off his debut album. And this instrumental is also very chilled, laid back, jazzy influenced sample, and yeah, the lyrics are just normal Reece. And the 5-year plan with words is the most expressive and most bright track for me, from the instrumental to Reece's lyrics and also the ad-libs that they have. I think it doesn't really encapsulate the actual mood of the whole mixtape, but it's a very good track. I love it, probably my second favorite in the mixtape, but yeah, they did great work with this particular song. The same thing featuring Jay Jody, which is Reece's brother. It's quite a good song. It's different from the jazzy samples that we've listened to thus far, and the lyrical content, it's like Jody telling Reece not, to go through the things that he's gone through. I guess him growing up and being Reece's older brother. I can't actually differentiate the two guys' vocals on this song because they do a back and forth, and yeah, for some reason I struggle to differentiate their vocals on the song. Nightmare in Bryanston, another chilled song with this very distorted beat. It's okay. It's not doing too much for me. I mean, I like Reece's performances alone on this said song, and the feature that he has here I don't particularly enjoy much. The guy's style of singing and vocal delivery I'm just not a fan of, but yeah, it's an okay song. It really doesn't do too much here. Then we have Dichotomy, which is a song talking about divorce. I'm not sure if this is a particular, I'm not sure from Reece's standpoint in what way he's like delivering his topic, something that he's witnessed in his family or something like that, but particularly from the lyrical content of the song, I don't think it's something that I would want to hear from Reece, but again, it could be from a standpoint of a watcher of such situation. And yeah, I don't particularly enjoy the actual beat of the song. I feel like some of these beats are slow. I think it was actually intentional in terms of how Reece did this mixtape, but for me it panders into being too chilled, being monotonous in some of these songs. So yeah, it's a great listen, but some of them I really wouldn't go back to and actually listen to again. It flows to No Man's Land, which sounds like sort of like a sequel to Dichotomy, and yeah, with again it's still the jazzy influenced sample type, chill type beat, and with the lyrical content, it's like he's sympathizing with this single father that has to do everything for their child while their mother is living up the life somewhere without really taking care of the child. Not there are things that you enjoy from certain artists, but the two songs, the Dichotomy, which talks about divorce, No Man's Land about the single father and the mother's not doing much, popping bottles and all these things. I don't think it's a subject to man. Not that I'm limiting any artist to talking about anything, but it just feels out of touch with what Reece has to deliver. So I don't particularly enjoy the subject matter of these two songs, but yeah. So it goes to Jimmy's Interlude, which is a very, very good song. Yeah, you could say it's a tad bit emotional. Yeah, from the instrumental to Ayanda Gia's feature or background vocals there, it literally suits the instrumental very well. It kind of pays homage to the people we've lost, and yeah, and the fact that, you know, very some few of us think that we live forever, and that's actually not the case. I mean, with what has been happening, we've lost like a lot of people in our lives, and yeah, it's a very good song, and I like also the beat switch at the end. So yeah, it's a very good song, Jimmy's Interlude, probably my favorite in this mixtape. Then we have Residual Self-Image, which also features Ayanda Gia and fits in so perfectly well in this particular song. The song for me is aight. It doesn't blow my mind. It's not, I won't say it's out of this world, but it's just typical Reece, and he does what he needs to do on this song. So the piano notes, which are probably the most dominating thing in this instrumental, I enjoy them pretty much. And yeah, the Ayanda Gia Reece collab again works perfectly in this song. And yeah, Residual Self-Image, quite a good song. Then we have Morning Peace with J Jody again. It's a much more livelier production. The song really doesn't do much for me, so yeah, it's I'm enjoying that. It's quite of a brighter or livelier production than some of the songs, but if you're taking stock of everything, it's okay. Then we hit Bravo with another jazzy sample, which features Bello Salo, who was featured earlier in the album, and Stogie T. So it's a very, again, jazzy, chilled type beat, and this is literally Stogie T's playground, the beat of the song. So of course he delivered with a very good verse, and yeah, Reece punched his own weight in this particular song. Again, I'm not enjoying the Bello Salo guy, so yeah, otherwise it makes an okay song overall. Then we get to Over Me. Yeah, yeah, I didn't actually enjoy this song. It's again another slow, very chilled song. I really didn't. I feel like, yeah, I'm listening to the same thing with these type of songs in this in this particular mixtape. So yeah, Over Me I really didn't enjoy much as a song. Again, it has these jazzy samples, very chilled, and yeah, and Reece actually sounds so flat toned in these type of songs here. So it's like there's nothing to actually remember. You can literally mistake probably this song for Dichotomy or something like that. So it's the last song, Dotted Lines, is my second favorite song in this mixtape, and yeah, it's a very bright and lively production. I enjoy the production actually from the very slow, chilled songs leading up to this particular song. So I appreciate that, and also Reece lyrically does okay. I feel like he could have done more, but he actually does okay to make the song quite good. So yeah, that's Dotted Lines for me. So yeah, that was the mixtape offering from Reece. It's for me, it's a point blank 6 out of 10. As much as everything that happened in this mixtape, I feel like it's very intentional. At the same time, I think I've witnessed Reece in a better form musically. Like, I know he was working with different people. Like, and I'm only 21. From Me to You, Paradise. I feel like he was more like diverse. This could have been something very intentional for the mixtape to sound this way, but you know, it brings up that whole thing of, you know, him sounding the same. I remember when I listened to Reece Effect, I felt like that was a plateau, and some of the songs that he has, the projects that he has featured for Mesh Beats. So listening to this is like, it's not doing too much for his own, I would say, self-development. But the thing is, he's offering what he's always been offering, which is Reece in his best lyrical form, but without much improvement, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. I'm sure a lot of people have different takes in terms of this mixtape. So yeah, you can please comment in terms of what you actually think about the mixtape. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you so much. We're gonna see each other when I review another project from South Africa. Thank you so much.